Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Black Desert Online. And this is for all of you who want to do some cooking and want to get some food for your characters, because actually your character needs to eat to gain maximum health increases, max HP increases. Think of it more like a sumo wrestler thing, like you eat a lot to become big so you can take an extra punch. That's how I imagine it going. Anyway. Also I'm making this because, well, I am the sort of person who doesn't believe it is somehow away from me if I show other people ways to do things. Right? I am here to divulge out my trade secrets, so to say. Anyway, I am focusing quickly on Velia in this video, really, because this is kind of basic stuff and so forth, but I'm giving you ways to get some pretty good foods for, doesn't matter which character you're actually playing, because, well, yeah. Velia, and you can make an extra good food by adding Olvia to your repertoire of places. But Velia, really. So, Velia has a few nice places with potato farms, and those are the things you want right away. Potato farms. I would highly suggest these two, the Finto farm and the Barley farm, because they also come with chicken farms. And while this says chicken meat, it also produces chicken eggs. Now I'm going to splash on the screen a few names for foods as well, but when I talk through this and while I also mention those foods, the recipes will also be in the description below. Copy those for yourself somewhere if you really want to use them. Now, why do you want the potato farms? Firstly, you need potatoes to make beer. Actually, you can use any of corn, barley, wheat, potato, or sweet potato. Sweet potato is farmed in your own garden. The rest of them can be gotten from various farms. Velia area has 3 potato farms already. So easy way to get a lot of potatoes very rapidly. And beer is made with 5 potatoes, 1 sugar, 2 leavening agents, and 6 mineral water. It's very simple to make. The only thing you need is the potatoes from the farms. The rest is bought from vendor. You just find the closest cook, you buy the stuff, you walk to your cooking station, and you make beer. Alright? That's how you replenish action points on your workers. So, that's how you keep your workers rolling in to bringing more potatoes. And then you have thousands of potatoes, like if I go here and I still have over 1,000 potatoes. Alright? Next food. Easy rapidly to make foods, just purely for the sake of being able to eat something on your character every half an hour when it runs out of cooldown to get those maximum health increases. Essentially just require potatoes, which you can get here. It's again same way, wheat, barley, corn, potato, or sweet potato. You have 3 potato farms here, 2 which I suggested, and the third one only has potato, so you miss out. But maybe early on you might want this one as well to really feed on this. So the grain soup which you make, which is essentially made with the potatoes, 6 potatoes, 3 mineral water, 1 salt, and 3 cooking wine. That increases your gathering on your character by 1. Kind of meaningless, kind of like utterly meaningless, but you use that simply to gain the health bonuses. And it is very easy, very cheap food to make. Because again, as with beer, only thing you need from these farms and stuff is the potatoes. The rest is all bought from your friendly in-manager cook dude. Alright? Now, let's move on to a better food, and that requires the chicken farms, which you have 2 of right here very easy access to 2 chicken farms. And there is a reason why I have this stuff here, right? So chicken eggs, which you get smaller amounts than chicken meat, obviously, from these things, you make boiled bird eggs, alright? 3 eggs, 1 salt, 1 cooking wine, 6 mineral water. Very, very easy to make, and this is already very useful food. Only thing you need from the farms is the eggs, right? 3 eggs. The rest of them are again vendor bought. 1 salt, 1 cooking wine, 6 mineral water. And this increases your character's AP by 1. Useful for absolutely every character out there. Alright? Now, let's move on to something a little bit more tricky. This requires essentially Olvia to do it yourself in an easy fashion. And also, if you don't connect these 2 towns, as you can see, I have not connected them with nodes at the moment. You have to manually transport this stuff. Like, I have 97 grapes here, which I need to manually go get. If you connect them with nodes, you can use transportation to transport the grapes around. Up to you how you want to do it. So you need the grape farm, which is at Casta Farm. You need the grapes from here. This is the easiest way to get them. Another thing you need is you need pumpkins. Okay, let's be honest and say that instead of grapes, you could use apples or strawberries. I am suggesting grapes because they are the easiest to get right here. I mean, it requires, 2 contribution points to get the farm and this thing. So it's very, very simple to make. Why I'm recommending those grapes. But you could use apples or strawberries. Strawberries are grown on your own garden, in your own garden. And for a final piece, you need either one of these things, which is to say that you need 3 of pumpkin, cabbage, paprika, or tomato. And out of these, pumpkin is the easiest to get. Next to Hadel, there are multiple places where you can get pumpkins. So you can get them yourself. But also, what I have been doing is, because as you can see, I don't have any of these farms around Hadel. Because so many people are farming the pumpkins, there have been thousands and thousands of them on sale in the auction house. So I've been simply buying them for cheap from there. But if you want to be self-sufficient entirely, you want one of these pumpkin farms around Hadel. That requires transporting either manually or with the transportation to get your stuff wherever you are cooking them at. You need, because you are gonna need the potatoes and chicken meat from which you are producing at Velia, along with the chicken eggs, obviously. Chicken eggs not used for this recipe though. You are going to need the grapes from Olvia, and you are going to need pumpkins from somewhere here. Right. So what you do is you make essence of liquor, which requires flour, and you make flour by grinding down potatoes or corn or whatever. You probably know how to make flour. It requires 1 flour, 1 grape, and 1 leavening agent. Replace grape with either apple or strawberry if you have those instead. And you make 1 vinegar, which requires again 1 grape, 1 potato, replace potato with wheat, barley, corn, whatever. Of those things, 1 sugar and 1 leavening agent. You are going to need 2 of these things, 2 essence of liquor and 2 vinegar for each of these foods. So raise your cooking before you start doing this to the point where you can kind of consistently get 2 whenever you make one of these. Because you are going to need 2 of them for each food. And the final food requires 2 vinegar and 2 essence of liquor, as I just mentioned. 3 pumpkin, replace pumpkin with cabbage, paprika or tomato, and 5 chicken meat, and finally 2 salt, which you are buying from a cook vendor. What this food does is plus 3% combat XP for an hour. Alright? 3% combat XP for 1 hour. It is very good food, with considering how simple it is to access all the materials to make it. Granted, it will take you some doing to get it done. I mean, you need essences of liquor, you need vinegars, and then you finally need to make the final product itself. However, the materials to make it are really simple. Either you buy stuff from the auction house, for example buying the pumpkins, which people have a lot of pumpkin farms, or then you have the pumpkin farms yourself, obviously. And grapes, really easy access from Olvia, and this place provides you with all the potatoes you need for all the flour and all the vinegar. And it provides you with the chicken meats as well. As you can see, I am sitting at nearly 2,000 chicken meat at the moment. So while you are transitioning to the point of being able to do all of this food, this kind of like plus combat XP food, you can use all of those chicken eggs to do plus AP food during it. And before you get the chicken farms going, you use grain soup with that kind of useless +1 gathering, but at least it's something because it still gets you going with that maximum HP thing going on. Right, and of course all these potatoes also useful for making the beer to keep your workers rolling in and doing their thing. Thank you very very much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you learned something. And remember, those recipes are all listed down below in the description. In case you didn't pay attention or have already forgotten what the ingredients for them are. Write them down for yourself somewhere safe and go have fun with cooking and, well, with all the various bonuses this is providing you. Anyway, thank you very very much for watching.